Well, I finally got you to do it. Right?
When you were a couple minutes late, I thought, oh, maybe he forgot.
You were like not hoping though. You look great.
Thanks.
How are you doing?
Good.
Patty? Good to see you.
Good to see you.
So, I just did another guy from Puerto Rico.
Oh, really?
He's the manager. He's putting together he's trying to put together with Tom McCann a thing called Nantucket Cares, where they're going to send a whole bunch of people down that know what they're doing to help a certain area.
Good.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, it's a good idea. Tom was just in doing his paperwork and having coffee.
Oh, he was? Did he tell you about it?
He didn't know. He was immersed in paperwork.
Oh, yeah. Well, he's got a lot of things going on.
That's a great idea.
Isn't it?
Maybe we could do it. Still keep it going till February, so I could go.
I think it's going till January. But are you going to stay open until February?
We stay open until Martin Luther King birthday. The Monday. That's usually.
Oh, you do? Oh, you got to wear your seatbelt.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No
it's usually around the 15th or 16th.
Oh, okay. Well, look, you had a tough time this beginning.
We did have a tough time this year.
Tell us about what happened.
Well, there's been difficulty with the Foreign Workers Program, the H-2B program.
Right.
That's been around for years, but since 9/11, they've been the government's been a little confused about the H-2B worker program and has been trying to shut it down. And they've come very close to shutting it down.
Is there a reason in your mind why they're doing that?
I think it's what prevails in our country is confusion about immigration and how to handle it. The H-2B worker program has nothing to do with immigration, other than I'm sure there are people that overstay their stay and don't return home. But I
think he also believes that there's Americans that could be taking those jobs.
That's not true.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, most of the people, I don't know the percentage of it at this point, but most of the people are hardworking people that some of them work anywhere. You know, I had staff that worked for me 15 years. Right. So they are hardworking people. They can come and work for 9 months. They go home, they pay all their taxes, never get to use any of the tax benefits, but pay full taxes, go home, send their money home. I actually spent a lot of money in this country buying anything from trucks to
but they do send money home.
And then to raise their families. And they come back, and
I'm not going to argue with that.
They're vetted, they're fingerprinted.
Yes.
They're law-abiding.
Are most of them Jamaican that you use, or where do most of your people
use people from all over. On Nantucket, for years, they were primarily Jamaican. That was because there was a woman here who was processing the visas, and she had contacts in Jamaica. But at this point, we're using them from all over.
Yeah.
One of the best years we had at the Rope Walk was in 2008. When they started really cracking down on the program.
Oh, gosh.
We couldn't get our people, and we got some extensions from all over the country, and I think we had people from Argentina, Brazil, the Philippines.
Yeah, right. Those are the days.
We use the J1 program, which they're trying to shut down as well. That's the student work and travel program.
What would happen?
I have no idea.
What would happen if that actually did come to power?
I don't know. I mean, Ron and I have been so short at, we've only owned Downy Flake now for 4 years.
Right.
And it's been a help struggle from the beginning. This year's was the worst. I have no idea what we will do next year. I know that Luke from the Tavern is talking about, because I talked to his partner Larry Weldon, who comes in every now and then for coffee with his wife, and they were talking about maybe going to Guam to do some interviewing, see if we could bring people from there.
Oh, that's a good idea, sure.
I haven't had time to think about what we're going to do for next year.
But for now, you're okay? Or no?
We're not okay. It's smoke and mirrors. My husband's exhausted. I can't even look at him because he looks so tired. We're tired. We don't mind working. We've always worked hard. It's trying to keep our standards up, the quality of the food, the quality of the service.
Of course. And you're not alone. This is happening.
No.
This is across
the board.
Yeah.
And in fact,
is housing an issue too?
Housing is an issue.
Do you have housing for
We don't have housing. We rent houses.
Yeah, right. So you got to rent houses too. Now that could be changing soon. You know, there's a lot more coming on soon.
Right.
We got 6 fairgrounds, and then
Right.
The Richmond thing is happening on Old South
Yeah.
Road, so
I mean, we're caught between a rock and a hard place. I mean, we for the last 2 summers, I've rented enough housing, but then we haven't had enough employees to put in the housing.
right.
So I'm, have empty rooms, empty beds. Ron and I we own a home in Key West, and we're gonna, I think, put that on the market and try and do something up here.
Really? Oh God, that's sad.
I know, it's supposed to be my retirement.
I hate to get rid of that.
It's supposed to be my retirement, but I don't know. I won't make it to retirement.
Well, look, Patty, I swear to God, when did you? You're not a Nantucketer though, but you've been here forever. Is that right?
I've been here since 1979.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, when I first got here in '86, did you manage what was called the rope walk then? Was it called the rope walk?
I started out at the original Atlanta Cafe with Bill Hunter and Tom Kennedy and Bill Fish. I came the second year they were open, and I was part of their management team for a long, long time. And then I went when we sold the Atlanta Cafe, I went with Bill and worked for him, and we started a number of restaurants up and down the East Coast.
Oh.
So when he decided to do God's work, become a lawyer, which he says, it's hard to believe he's already retiring now from his second career, but we're trying to retire from his second career. But so that's when I went and worked for Joe at Rope Walk. I was with Joe for I think 21 years.
Oh yeah, right.
And Ron was.
And you were just a manager there, right?
I was a manager. I was a general manager.
General manager. Yeah. You were always.
Well, I was lucky enough to work the first couple years I was there.
That place was the best place. Wow. So much fun there.
It was a machine. It was a machine, and it was it worked like clockwork, and we were very proud of what we did there. The food was all fresh, and
everybody could go.
Yeah,
it wasn't just a place where just one kind of person could afford to go.
It was. You'd see people from all walks of life.
That's what Nantucket was then.
Yeah, it was so I actually had 2 great restaurant experiences here, at the original Atlanta Cafe. My God, we still had happy hour those days.
All right.
5 deep at the bar.
Is there a reason why there isn't a happy hour anymore? Is it not allowed in Massachusetts?
It's not allowed in Massachusetts.
Oh, okay.
It hasn't been allowed in Massachusetts for years.
For years, yeah.
And that's
a good thing, actually.
It is a good thing. It's the Mothers Against Drug Driving. They drove that. That's fine.
Sure.
You don't have to have alcohol to have a good dining experience.
Where did you come from?
I'm from Washington, D.C.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Georgetown University, first class women.
Oh, is that right?
Yep. And worked in restaurants there to get through school. So
a passion has always been the restaurant business for you? Is it your passion?
It is now. I think my father raised me to be either a 4-star general or an attorney, one or the other.
Oh, really?
I was the oldest,
He had high expectations.
And I got married at a really young age. I was a single mom for a long time, I raised my son here in Nantucket.
Okay.
And my girlfriends all became real estate agents, and I think I'm the one that stayed in the restaurant business.
Are they still here? Or really?
Cindy Sadler and
okay,
gals.
Oh, sure. That's your crew, huh?
Okay. What a great crew. I mean, we had some great times there.
That's awesome. But you got a place in Key West. I mean, what a difference Key West is compared to Nantucket.
So Ron, my husband, we met at the Rope Walk, and out of high school he went to Key West to work. Well, he worked up on the Delmarva, the Delaware, Maryland shore, for years. That's where he first shot.
He's got that accent too, doesn't he? He's from there.
He's from D.C. Actually.
Oh, he's from D.C. too.
He went to actually high school with my brother. They didn't know each other.
Oh my gosh.
I know. And he came. It's a great story. So he was living and working in Key West, and I came from out of college up here, and I was working for Joe. I think this would be like in '99, and Ron had opened the first Margaritaville for Jimmy Buffett. He was the first kitchen manager, chef there. And so my boss, Joe, fishes with Jimmy. And Joe and Jimmy were having lunch out at Millie's Well, then it was the West Ender. And Ron came out of the kitchen, and Jimmy Buffett introduced Ron to Joe. And so Ron didn't come back to Nantucket for a few years. And then a couple years later, it was middle of the winter time, and Joe was down visiting Buffett in Key West. He still has a recording studio there. And Ron runs into Joe at a bar, and they're trying to figure out where they knew each other. And Joe goes, yeah, West Ender. That's where I met you. He goes, I love the food that you and your buddy did out there. And if you ever want to come to Nantucket, then send me a resume. So sure enough, Ron decided he wanted to try Nantucket again that summer. And he sent Joe a resume. And by July 4th, I think I was in love with him. But
You knew him. Where did he get the job, though? Which restaurant?
He came and worked at Rope Walk.
He did. He worked at the Rope Walk.
Yeah. So Joe always takes credit for meeting Ron, and that's fine with him because it's a great story.
That is a great story.
So we've been a working team since '99.